In this video, we'll learn about expressions. Expressions are nothing but the formulas that we learn in mathematics. How to write them in program, we will learn this. See, after knowing data types and the variables, this is the very first thing that you should learn. You should be able to perfectly write on the formula so that it gets correct results. That is important. So for writing any formula in the form of expression in our program, what are the things that you should know? Let us learn. See, we have already studied about arithmetic operators in the previous video. So those arithmetic operators, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod. Along with that, I have also taken brackets here. Now, there is something called precedence of operator. Precedence means the priority, weightage, higher weightage. So there is higher or lower precedence of operators. We are not looking at all the operators in C++, we are looking at only few. So I have made them in the form of a table. Assume that the precedence of this one is 1 and the precedence for multiplication, division and mod for all of them is 2 and this bracket is 3. So these numbers shows that bracket is having highest precedence and addition subtraction is having lowest precedence among arithmetic operators. Now how these precedence affect? Let us understand that. So I will simply write on one formula, then I will show you. I will write a formula here. Suppose I am saying x assigned with a plus b multiplied by c minus d slash e. This is the formula I have written. Now in this formula, which operator gets executed first? Let us learn this. So that actually depends on precedence of operator. So how many operations I have used here? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. 4 operations I have used here. Now who is having higher precedence? Multiplication and division are having higher precedence. So in this expression, both are there. Multiplication is also there, division is also there. Then which one will get executed first? See, from the left hand side it will take, left to right it will take. So the first one executed is this one and next is this one. So first it will multiply, then it will divide. It means who will get multiplied? B and C will get multiplied, right? Then D divided by E. So this is how they are executed. Then after that, the lower precedence is for addition and subtraction. They get executed. So we have both. Which one will get executed first? So again left to right. See, this left to right is actually called as associativity. So the associativity is left to right. We will learn about associativity some other time. So left to right is the associativity. So first this one gets executed, then this one. So this addition, this will add what? A with the result of B and C, because already that are multiplied, already we have the result. Then this will subtract what? Fourth one. This will subtract what? This whole left hand side and the right hand side. This is already done, right? Addition is done. So this whole thing and then this one. So this is how, depending on the precedence, the operations are performed. Next, suppose you want it in some other way. What? You wanted that A plus B should be done first, then it should be multiplied by C. Then it should not be written like this. Let us see how to do that. See, again I will write down this expression A plus B multiplied by C minus D slash E. Suppose in this one, I don't want B to be multiplied with C. I want A plus B to be multiplied with C. Now in this case, because the precedence of this one is lower, I have to increase its precedence by including in brackets. So include this in bracket. So that's how we use parentheses. Now you see who is having highest precedence in the expression this bracket is having. So whatever is there in the bracket, that will get executed first. Similarly, I don't want this D to be divided by E. I want this C minus D to be divided by E. Then put it in the bracket. Now it will be perfect. As per what you want, how the result you want, you have to put them in the brackets. So bracket is a very powerful tool for writing expression. So if you know how the precedence is and you want them to be executed according to precedence, it's okay. No, you want to change it, then you can change it by imposing brackets. So this is there in mathematics also. Same thing is used here. Now, for learning this one, for practicing this one, I have taken some formulas. I will show you how to convert these formulas into expressions of C++ program. Then later we will be writing the programs on this one also. So let us write down expression for the formulas. Let us look at the formula. See, the first formula is area of triangle. You should be knowing the formula. Area is half into base into height. How to write this in C++ program if you are using this formula? So the expression should be written like this. A is assigned with half. You cannot write like this. See, if I write half, then division means that slash, then 2. So you know this is integer. 1 and 2 both are integer. And 1 divided by 2, 0. So you cannot write like this. This will be wrong. So this is the first thing we learn. Then next, first write base into height. So base into height, where is into? In mathematics we understand that if nothing is there in between, multiplication is there. But in C++ program you cannot leave it like that. So you have to write down into, that is multiplication. Base into height is written first. Then this thing, if you want, you can enclose in bracket if you want, otherwise no need, because after that division will be done. So this is the perfect formula. Base into height, whole thing divided by 2. If you say no, as per the formula, that is 1 by 2, I want to write down that first, then write like this. Write 0.5, then multiplied by base into height. So 0.5 multiplied by base into height. This will be perfect. But remember, as this is written float, then the result will be float. So you must have this variable as float. And here also, after dividing it by 2, you may be getting float result. So you have to declare this area as float. How to convert this into a program, we'll be learning it. But a little bit idea I will give you. We must have these variables in our program, A, B and H. We should be knowing what is B and H, then we can use this formula to calculate A. So we will write a program for this one afterwards in the coming videos. Now let us move on to the next formula. See, the next formula is perimeter of a rectangle, right? P is 2 into L plus B, means 2 into length plus breadth. So how to write on this one? I'll remove this. P is perimeter. Perimeter assign 2 into L plus B into. See, in mathematics again we don't write into, but here you must write into length plus breadth. See, if I don't give brackets, then what happens? See, in mathematics also we write bracket, right? So here if I don't give, then what will happen? It will multiply 2 into length. Only length will be multiplied by 2 and then B is added. Actually the formula is length and B should be added, then it should be multiplied by 2, or else you multiply both of them with 2. So this is better. So I should write down this in the bracket, right? If you write in the bracket, then they are added first, because who is having higher precedence? Bracket is having higher precedence. So this addition will be done first. Whatever is in the bracket, that is done first, then it is multiplied by 2. Now the next formula, sum of n terms, that is sum of first n natural number, that is S is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. How to write down this one? Let us write it. Sum S assign n into n plus 1 by 2. N into, we know very well now, n plus 1, this must be in bracket, right? First n plus 1 should be done, then it should be multiplied with n. Then by 2, this is how we write in mathematics, but in C++ program you have to use this symbol. Slash 2. So this is the simple one. And here S assign n into n plus 1 by 2. Now the next formula, nth term of AP series, that is for arithmetic progression series. If you know the first term and the common difference, then you can find out nth term of series, any term of a series. So that is the formula, t is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us write it in the form of expression. T assigned with a plus n minus 1 inside bracket into d. This is the formula. Now coming to the next formula, root of quadratic equation. This is little lengthy formula. Let us write it. See, r assigned with minus b. Okay, minus b. Only one root I am taking. It is plus or minus. So we'll take just plus. Then square root of b square minus 4ac. B square. How do you write B square? So there is no symbol for square, or power symbol is not there in C++, but there is a function available. I'll show you afterwards. So I will write B square as B into B. That's the simple method. So write B into B, right? Then minus 4 into A into C, minus 4 into A into C. Yes, this is perfect. Now this whole thing has to be in root, square root. How do you find square root? See, for square root, there is a header file available in C++ which is having square root function, and that header file name is cmath. So you can say hash include cmath, or else you can also write hash include math.h. Whatever one you like, you can use it. This is in C++. This was there in C language, so you can use the C like things in C++ also. If you want, you can write this, or cmath is a better option. So that header file, that library is having all the mathematical functions like square root, log, exponent, cos, sine, tan, arcsine, arccos, arctan, right? Various function, power function, various functions are available, so you can use those mathematical functions in your program. Now, knowing about those functions, slowly you can learn about them. At once you don't have to learn all of them. So slowly, as and when we are using, we'll be learning about them. But right now we want just square root. So there is a function called sqrt, in short for square root. So that we have to perform upon this whole thing, right? This whole thing. So this whole thing should be written inside square root function. So I'll just make a space for this. So this was r assign minus b plus. This is sqrt. This is a function, right? Sqrt function. So write down this whole thing in bracket. So square root will be performed on this entire thing, and the result will be added with this minus b. Now the last thing remaining, divided by 2a, divided by 2. Now the interesting thing, a. So shall I write into a? Yes, this, because this is 2 into a. This is 2 into a. This will be wrong. This will be wrong. Why? This entire thing should be divided by 2, right? But if you read this, I'll just highlight sqrt result divided by 2. So only this result will be divided by 2. We want everything should be divided by 2. Okay, put the bracket here also. So put the bracket here also. Okay, this is perfect. The next, when this whole thing is divided by 2, then multiplied by a. No, it should be divided by a also. By a also. So that 2a should be in bracket. So these two should be multiplied, and the result, this whole result should divide this entire thing. This is perfect. If I don't give that bracket, then it will be taken as into a. A will come in this side. So we don't want into a. This a should be in the denominator only. So that must be in the bracket. Otherwise we get wrong result. This is what you have to be careful with. Now we have done enough examples to understand how to write expression. Now the same expressions, we will use them in the programs, right? So in the following videos, we will find the program on each of these formulas. Then one last formula, this one, that is speed. That is initial speed can be calculated as final velocity square minus initial velocity square by 2 into acceleration. So here v square and u square is used. So I can write v into v or u into u. Otherwise I can use power function. So let us use that. Both the methods we will follow. First method, speed s assigned with v into v. Okay, v square is v into v minus u into u, u into u. Now one thing, do I have to put this in bracket and this in bracket? No need, because who is having higher precedence? Multiplication, then multiplication. Then afterwards subtraction will be done. So it will be perfect. If you want to put it in bracket, that is very good, right? So because of laziness, people don't write brackets properly. So if you write everything in bracket, that's perfect. But too many brackets will make it difficult to read also. That is the other reason. Next, by 2a should be done. By 2a. Again, we are at the same problem. So we cannot write just 2a. We have to write 2 into a. Okay, now we are at the same problem. What is that? This A will come in multiplication, right? This whole thing divided by 2 into A. Into A means A will come in numerator. No, this by 2 should be done on the entire thing. So this must be in the bracket first of all. And this is in denominator. So this should also be in the bracket. If they are not in the bracket, then you get wrong results. The next one more method we have. I told you that we can use power function. So use power function. POW is the function. V comma 2. This is V square minus power function U comma 2. This is a U square. Then this whole thing should be divided by 2 as well as with A multiplied with it. So that should be in bracket. So this is how you can write on the formulas. We have seen various example formulas. We have just seen how to write on the expression from the formula. Then how to use it in the program, how to build up a complete program, that we will learn in following videos. From here onwards, make sure whenever you find any formula, convert it into C++ expression. So this needs a little practice, right? This needs little practice. Don't think that you have learned it once, now you can do it every time. No, whenever you find formula, write it in C++. Okay. Now next video we will write on the programs using these formulas, right? So for each I will write a program and show you. There we will learn how to convert these things into a complete program. So that's all in this video.